Hey folks, thank you so much for joining me today. First of all, happy Friday. It is Friday, the weekend is nearly here. It's a beautiful yet crisp autumn day outside, and I'm looking forward to enjoying the weekend and getting out and enjoying nature and doing what I love to do on this weekend. I wanted to start off today to share with you and to serve you, to give you ideas and tips about how you can live your life and improve your life in different areas, or whatever those areas might be. And I was reminded this morning, thinking about what I want to talk about, but a very, very, very good book I read years and years ago called The Traveler's Gift. And it's a story about a man who goes through a lot of hardships, a lot of challenges in his life, and he ends up sort of falling into a dream. And in this dream, he visits several people from history, and he gets given a whole lot of life lessons that he is able to bring back and apply to his life. And I feel like these are a great lessons that we can learn from life, and we can use ourselves in our very, very life. So I want to sort of talk about these things. They're called the 7 decisions, and they're 7 decisions that I feel can really help improve your life, and any area of your life, whether it's relationships, whether it's your career, business, work, just whatever, sport, whatever it is. So here we are. I'm going to go ripping into them and go through them. Look, I really and welcome any comments and any feedback on these videos, and if this helps you, please leave a comment down below, like and subscribe my channel, and to learn more. But look, here's go. Number 1, the buck stops here. Now this can be quite a confronting thing, because often we get ourselves in a cycle of blame, and we blame others or situations for where we are right now. But what we've got to sort of do is we've got to man up, we've got to lady up, we've got to stand up and say the buck stops here. And it means that I am responsible for where I am and the situation in my life right now. Like I say, this can be confronting, but if we are responsible, then we have the ability to change things. It's about taking ownership of where you are. Some people might say, oh, but I didn't choose to get sick. I didn't choose to get fired from my job. I didn't choose to get, dropped by my girlfriend or go through this horrible divorce, whatever it might be. And in a lot of cases, I can understand where you're coming from. But, if we take that back, we put ourselves in that situation. We chose to go into that relationship and chose to stay in that relationship, or at some point we did something, or we shared in something that brought the breakdown of that relationship. So yes, the statement, the buck stops with us, is true. But it also means that we can change. It means that we can take steps to change things and make our life absolutely amazing. There is an amazing quote that the late, great Harry Truman, former president of the United States, actually said, and I think this is really, really important to remember. I will not let my history control my destiny. And it's really important to remember that, because yes, the buck stops with us, but by remembering that we will not let our history or our past dictate our future or our present is a tremendous, empowering thing to remember. And it's really, really important to remember that. So yep, the buck stops us, but we have the ability within us, and all of us, to change. Number 2, seek wisdom. Now when you have a decision that you are going to make a change in your life, often it might be around areas that we don't have the wisdom or understanding to understand. But so it's really important to seek wisdom. To one of the greatest rulers in history, King Solomon, it was one of the first things that he asked when asked, what can I give you? And he said, I stridently want to seek wisdom. To seek the wisdom, knowing that I can be a great leader, or to be a great parent, or a great partner or worker, or whatever it might be, is always to seek wisdom, to read books, to learn things, to find ways to get better understanding of yourself and where you want to go. This is where adopting a fantastic coach can be a great help for that, because you can tap into their wisdom. Another great thing that I'm often reminded of, if you want to do something amazing, if you want to become the next great golfer, or the next great cricketer or rugby player or business person, is find somebody who's doing what you want to do and read and study and learn from them. emulate what they are doing and repeat that in your own life. So seeking wisdom is an amazing thing. God moves mountains to create the opportunity of his choosing. It's up to you to be ready to move, to ready to roll. So being yourself, learn more things, creating yourself the stuff that you need to be able to do that thing that you want. So seek wisdom, always seek wisdom, learn from mentors, learn from coaches, learn from your parents, learn from people who are doing what you want to do, but seek wisdom. Become a person of action. Oh my goodness, this is probably one of the greatest failings that so many people do, is they get an idea, they learn how to do that thing, they think, yeah, I'm ready to go, and then they do nothing. We get so caught up in today's world by distractions of social media or Netflix, of the news media filling our heads with a whole lot of rubbish and stuff like that, and we get so distracted by that. So you must become a person of action. You must make that decision. Today I am going to move forward. I am not going to stand here. You know, I love history, and I enjoy watching war movies and things like that, and there's a great line and there's a great scene in a movie called Saving Private Ryan, and it depicts absolutely in the brutal, horrific reality of what the D-Day invasion was all like. And there's a scene there when they're all on the beach and there's machine gun fire and there's bombs going off all around them, and they're hiding, crouching down behind these barriers while there's bullets and people are getting killed all around them. And everybody looks to the captain and they say to him, what do we do? What do we do? He said, we can't stay here. We stay here, we're dead. You have to move. You have to take action and you have to move forward. And I reminded again of another amazing story. And it's set during the Civil War, and there's a battle, the famous Battle of Gettysburg. And the Union troops are completely surrounded. The Confederate army is like outnumbers them 10-1. It is going to be a massacre. And they're all surrounded like that, and the commander, a colonel by the name of Joshua Chamberlain, turns to all his men and says, what can we do? And they're all like, we've got no bullets left, sir, we've got no cannons left, no cannonballs left, we're absolutely down to a couple of hundred men strung out along this wall, this rockery of rocks and broken sort of branches and logs, and we've got nothing left. And there's over 10,000 Confederate army troops coming at them with tanks, with cannons. It wasn't tanks back then, but yeah, you get the idea. And they're absolutely down to nothing. And instead of retreating, instead of doing nothing, their colonel says, fix bayonets and charge. And I absolutely love that. I love that scene of charging down that mountain and charging down towards that army of things that are coming against us. And that could be a great metaphor for your life. You know, you could be faced with obstacles, you could be faced with debt, you could be faced with all sorts of things that are preventing you from getting forward, from getting to where you're going. But you got to trust. You got to trust that the universe has a plan and a purpose for you. And take action, fix bayonets and charge. Because just when you feel like you've got nothing else, take action and move. And the universe and God is going to pour out an amazing power of opportunities, and things are going to open up for you. But you've got to take action. You've got to get up and you've got to move. So yeah, be a person of action. Number 4, have a decided heart. Make a decision. Make a decision that this is what you're going to do. I mean, goodness me, so many times in my own life, I thought, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that, or I'm going to do that, or what should I do? In fact, a lot of people who know me would know that, making decisions is a bit of a challenge for me. I think, I like, do this, do that. All these different things running around my head. But you've got to make a decision. If you decide that this is what you're going to do, if this is the course, this is the action that you are going to take, you have to make that decision. And you've got to say that this is it. I have a decided heart. By prevailing over obstacles and distractions, one may unfailingly arrive at his or her chosen destination. And that is so true. I absolutely love that quote. But it is absolutely important. We must make a decision. This is what we're going to do. This is who I am. And take action and follow that through. So have a decided heart. Make a decision. What are you going to do? Make a decision and stick to it. Set that in stone. This is it. Okay? Choose to be happy. Hey, bring joy wherever you go. Sometimes it's going to be hard, and I understand. We could be having a really crap period. We're going to have a crap day. life's not going well, but we've got to sort of choose to be happy. You make that decision. Every day I wake up, I choose today to be happy and give that joy out wherever you may go. You may not feel happy, but you know what? You have opportunities. When you go to the supermarket, you at the checkout, say something nice or kind or smile to the checkout operator. You don't know what sort of day they're having. They might be having a crap day. They stand there in a supermarket all day just putting up with complaints. Why have we got this toilet paper? Why have we got this? Blah, blah, blah. And they just hear that day in and day out. So bring joy. Go in there and say, thank you. Thank you so much for serving me today. And give them a smile. Bring joy. Give joy wherever you go. Choose to be happy. Choose to be happy in a situation. You may have all sorts of things going on, but I tell you what, if you've got a roof over your head and it's not raining on you and it's not cold, you've got a reason to be happy. So choose to be happy, even if you've got nothing. Even if you've got nothing, if you've got air in your lungs and you're breathing and your heart is beating, you have a reason to be happy. So choose to be happy. There is a fantastic quote by Anne Frank. Now I'll tell you, Anne Frank, if you don't know, she was a little girl who basically was taken by the Nazis and put in a concentration camp, and witnessed horrendous things happening, not just to her and her friends, but the family, people she knew. And it must have been an absolute horrible thing. But she said in her diary, our very lives are fashioned by choice. First we make choice, but our choices make us. And that's really, really important. You can be in a really bad place, but if you choose to be sad, depressed, miserable, allow that situation to consume you, you become that situation. So choose to be happy. And when you choose to be happy and fill your lives with joy, you find a change takes place. You find things start to open up for you. So today, choose to be happy. Greet this day with a forgiving spirit. Okay, now this is going to be a challenge. But greet this day with a forgiving spirit. Forgive those who have sinned against us. Forgive those who bring things against us. But most importantly, forgive yourself. And this is huge. You've got to forgive yourself. We talked earlier on about letting go of the past and moving forward and all this sort of stuff, but we must forgive ourselves and we must forgive our enemies. There is a fantastic quote. Now I'm just going to look away from it, but I want to read this word for word. It must be forgive others, but most will forgive ourselves. Forgiveness liberates the soul. It removes fear. For to be free is not merely to cast off the chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. Nelson Mandela. Now here is a man who went through hell, and yet one of the main messages I got from watching and reading about this great man was his attitude of forgiveness. He came out of a horrible situation, out of a horrible prison, and instead of being angry and wanting to seek retribution and to punish his captors, he forgave it, and through that forgiveness built a nation. Absolutely amazing man. So forgiveness, forgive yourself, most importantly. Persist without exception. Persistence is absolutely fantastic. Thomas Edison, when he created the light bulb, said, I found 1,000 ways that it doesn't work until he found the one that does work. You must persist. You must not give up. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be things that are going to come across your path that are going to seek to throw you off the track. But you must persist. Persist without exception. There's a Japanese proverb that says, fall 7 times and stand up 8. It is one of the most important things. It's number 7 on there is persist without exception. You must never give up. There's some inspiring speeches. Winston Churchill, when he was sort of faced with absolute defeat, when he was faced with the Nazis invading the UK and taking over things, gave his fabulous speeches that we will fight them on the beaches, we will fight them in the streets. He did not give up. He rallied a nation and they persisted without exception. They did not give up. You must never, ever, ever give up. If you fall down, get up, dust yourself up and keep trying. Keep focusing on your goal. Keep that goal and what you want to achieve. Going back to your decided heart. I have decided this is the course I'm following. And there's another thing that I want to add in here is gratitude. start every single day with an attitude of gratitude. Be thankful for what you have in life. Be thankful for the air in your lungs, for the blood in your body. Be thankful for the job you have. You may not love that job. It may not be your destiny, but be thankful for it. Be thankful always. Be thankful to the person who served you in the supermarket. Be thankful to your family, to your partner, to your boss at work, wherever. Is give an attitude of gratitude always, and always be thankful. So those are my decisions. I've actually made an 8 decision. There's a lot more I really want to talk to, but just summarize those. Is the buck stops here with me. Seek wisdom. Become a man or woman of action. Have a decided heart. Make a decision. Choose to be happy. Choose to feel joy and give joy every day. Greet this day with a forgiving spirit. Forgive yourself. Persist without exception. Never give up. And have an attitude of gratitude always. Be thankful for who you are, for what you have, and what you can do to help others. And that is just amazing. I mean, I would add something else, is to serve. Serve is a great thing as well. But those are my main things. I really hope you got anything out of that. Please comment and down below and sort of put some comments here if this sort of touched you in some way, or share this. Subscribe and like to our page, the usual thing, click like, click subscribe, but take these things into your heart. I'll put a little bit of a detail in the description there so you can remember them, but take these to heart and live today by practicing these things. And I really thank you for listening. I thank you for watching this video. I wish you happiness, enjoy, have a fantastic weekend, and enjoy your time and living your life, living your dream.